Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Menken back here with Splash Sports. Today is August 15th, 2024. Little recap on yesterday's performance. We ended up having a winning day. We went 2-1 in that last game that we needed for the clean sweep. Absolutely went downhill as Robbie Ray didn't even get out of the first inning against the Atlanta Braves there, and the Atlanta Braves ended up scoring 5 runs in the top of the first inning. Still went 2-1, had a winning day, ended up green, so that's all I care about on this show. Remember, on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game. Plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into today's plays, be sure to smash that like button for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel and toggle on that notification button. That way, every time I drop another video, you guys will be notified right away. All right, we don't have a full slate of games here, but we are going to work what we got. And in the first game, it is an early one here in Detroit for the Seattle Mariners. Taking on the Detroit Tigers here for the Seattle Mariners. They got Bryce Miller on the mound. He's 9-7, 132 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 3.46 here, 119 strikeouts in 51 earned runs here for Miller on the season. He'll be matched up here in Detroit versus Alex Fetto. He's 5-3, 54 innings of work, does have an ERA sitting at a 3.62, 53 strikeouts in 22 earned runs for Alex Miller. On the other hand, picked up his 9th win against the Mets in his last performance where he went 6 innings of work, 3 hits, and no earned runs. Then Alex Fetto usually comes out of the pen, I must say, but he will make the start here. And his last appearance was against the Giants, coming out of the bullpen where he went only 1 innings of work, no hits, and no earned runs. He's going to be making the start here for the Detroit Tigers, and both offenses find themselves in the back of the rankings in all of MLB. The Mariners have the best runs allowed in the MLB. That is fantastic for the Mariners, but they're not backed up by their offense whatsoever. They have arms coming out of the bullpen as well, and their starting rotation is absolutely fantastic. They just cannot put it together offensively. This is an early one here before Seattle heads to Pittsburgh here tomorrow to play the Pirates. So I think this is going to be an early game, quick turnaround for both sides here. I like Alex Fetto, even though he is a bullpen pitcher. He's making his start here. I think he gets out of the first unscathed. And Bryce Miller, he gets off to quick starts. So that's why in game number 1 between the Seattle Mariners and the Detroit Tigers, we're smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. So we're on to game number 2. We're going right back to San Francisco where Robbie Ray let us down yesterday. And I don't think Logan Webb is going to let us down today. Atlanta Braves are taking on the San Francisco Giants here for the Atlanta Braves. They got Max Fried on the mound. He's 7-6, 116 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 3.56, 110 strikeouts, just under a strikeout here per inning, and 46 earned runs for Fried. He'll be matched up here in San Fran versus their guy Logan Webb. 10-8 on the season, 157 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 3.33, 133 strikeouts in 58 earned runs on the season for Logan Webb. Look at what Max Fried did. He went 5 innings of work, 7 hits, and 4 earned runs. Didn't pick up a win or a loss against the Colorado Rockies, where on the other hand, Logan Webb picked up his 10th win of the season against the Detroit Tigers, where he went 7 innings of work, 4 hits, and only 1 earned run. Both of these teams, as of late, have been struggling. You look at the Giants in their last 10 games, they are 5-5 on a 4-game losing streak right now, losing 3 in a row to this very Atlanta Braves team. While the Braves have been struggling leading up to this series, they are 4-6 in their last 10 games, but they are on a 3-game winning streak here and looking for their 4th win of the series and getting a full clean sweep on this San Francisco Giants team. I think with both of these pitchers, Max Fried and Logan Webb, I think this is going to be a rubber match here, and Logan Webb needs to absolutely come out against this Atlanta Braves team to give his Giants a chance to salvage a series here. That's why in game number 2 between the Atlanta Braves and the San Francisco Giants, we are smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. To roll into our third and final game between the Boston Red Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles here. For the Boston Red Sox, they got Nick Pivetta on the mound. He's 5-7, 95 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 4.0 4.44 here, 117 strikeouts, as he is averaging over a strikeout here per inning and 47 earned runs on the season for Pivetta. He'll be matched up here in Baltimore versus Zach Eflin. 8-7 on the season, 129 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 3.83, 104 strikeouts, and 55 earned runs. You look at what Nick Pivetta did, hasn't picked up a win or a loss in his last 2 starts, last start being against the Texas Rangers, where he only went 4.2 innings of work, 2 hits, and 2 earned runs. Then Zach Eflin picked up his 8th win of the season in his last performance against his old team, the Tampa Bay Rays, where he went 7 innings of work, 4 hits, and no earned run. Both of these offenses, though, are coming in tied right now, 3rd in all of MLB in runs per game. No question, both teams have powerful lineups here, which I think will scratch off a run early on in this ball game. That's why in game number 3 between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles, we are smacking the YRFI yes runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Seattle Mariners and the Detroit Tigers. We are smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. Game number 2 between the Atlanta Braves and the San Francisco Giants. We are also smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. In our 3rd and final game between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles, we are smacking the YRFI, yes runs first inning. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Menken with Splash Sports. If you have not done so, smack that like button for me. Helps me out a ton. Cost you guys none. And let's have another winning day. Let's get a clean sweep before this weekend series. Best of luck and best bets.